What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be making a homemade British steak and ale pie. This was requested by username KDU12, so thank you so much for this request. I got this recipe on culinaryginger.com. Looks so delicious and it had a lot of really good reviews. So the first thing I'm going to do is chop up some beef chuck. It's been sitting out for a little bit. So 2 pounds of this, just going to chop it up into some chunks. So I'm gonna do that with you guys really quick. Let me just show you guys the process here. And, excuse me, move this up here. There we go. Go ahead and place this guy on the cutting board. And I'm just going to cut it up into some chunks. So 2 pounds of this. Slice it into some chunks here. Probably should get my better knife, yeah. This knife is not the sharpest, so I'm gonna go grab the other knife really quick. I have pretty much everything else prepped, the vegetables, a few other things as well, so just going to prep the beef with you guys. Get my knife here. Got my sharp knife. So let's try this again, shall we? Yeah, that's much better. Just gonna slice this guy up here into some chunks. And then we're just going to brown the chunks on the stovetop before we create our filling. So slice this guy up just like so. It's gonna be so delicious. Okay guys, so I just finished chopping up the beef chuck. So here is the beef chuck cut into chunks here. So just little cube sizes of beef. So now we're just going to brown the beef on the stovetop on a medium-high heat with some vegetable oil, and brown these in batches so that way we don't crowd the pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the stovetop to a medium-high heat and add a little drizzle of vegetable oil. So turn this guy on here. Medium-high heat, and then just some cooking oil, about 2 tablespoons, I'd say. Add that to the skillet here. It's good. Turn on my smoke fan, and then get a plate for when we transfer the beef off of the skillet. All right. So yeah, once that's nice and hot, I'm gonna go ahead and add some of the beef into the skillet. And I already have the ingredients prepped for the pie crust as well, but we'll do that after we prepare our filling because we're gonna be simmering our filling. I'll let that simmer for about 1.5 hours. Then we'll work on the pie crust. So yeah, just going to brown these guys up here and then finish the remaining ingredients. So put this over here. Yeah, and I already prepped a medium-sized onion, a yellow onion, and then 2 medium carrots, just chopped up into some bite sizes here. It smells so good. Love onions. So yeah, and then the beer, I'm just using some Guinness beer. I know it's not an ale. From what I looked up, it's a stout, but from what I read, it's a pretty good beer to use, so it can cause a little bit of bitterness, I heard, but I have Guinness, so I'm just gonna use some Guinness, 3/4 cups of that. So put this to the side here. Alrighty guys, so the oil is nice and hot, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys me adding the beef to the skillet really quick. Just a few pieces here and there. Put this on here. Ooh. No. Delete that recording. Okay. Move this over to the side. The beef. Okay. So here we go. Now I'm just going to add just a few pieces of beef. And I'm gonna flip the cubes so that way we can get every side brown. a tad more on the medium side. Do one more. That's good. Just a little bit. That's good. So, have about, still have a lot of beef left here, but just gonna cook it in batches and then flip them over so that way we can get every side brown. And let me just go ahead and read the instructions really quick here. So, brown on each side, turning the pieces, adding heat, add more oil as needed. Okay, we're just gonna brown the pieces, not necessarily cook them all the way through, but we're just gonna brown them since we are going to fully cook the beef in our filling mixture. So it will get fully cooked through, and we're also gonna bake it as well, but right now we're just browning them. So go ahead and see how this is doing here. Oops. Oopsie. See how this is doing. Okay. Turn this down a little bit. Really hot. So, flip it over. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. Beautiful brown side there. Flip them over. Wow, that's really nice. Woo. Very, very lovely. So that first batch is doing really well. Just going to let that other side get brown, and then I will remove the first batch and then add the remaining beef as well. Alrighty guys, the first batch is done browning, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the first batch off of the skillet. On my plate. Gonna simply remove them from the skillet here. So I'm just gonna add the rest of the beef. There's still a lot of oil in here. I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit. Still a lot of oil, so I'm just gonna add the beef. No more oil. And there's a good amount of fat on these pieces, so don't need any more oil right now. And then this is the remaining beef that I have here. So this will be our last batch. But show you guys here. Smells so good. Beautiful brown char. So yeah, first batch. Then we will get started by adding our other ingredients to the skillet. Our onion, our carrot, our beer, all of that. So, okay guys, I'm just on that last batch of the cubed beef. So almost done cooking that, and then I just grabbed some Worcestershire sauce from the fridge. We need 2 tablespoons of this. And then I already prepped 3/4 cups of the beer. My Guinness Stout beer, but if you have an ale, please use that. From what I read, that's the best to use an ale, but I read that Guinness is fine, so. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these to the side. And then see how our beef is doing. Go ahead and flip this over. Yep, perfect. Beautiful brown pieces. Okay. Put this guy on here. And then we will add our vegetables to the skillet. And then flour, tomato paste, salt, pepper, all the other good stuff as well. What else do we need? Okay guys, I just have to show you the finished product of our browned beef. Looks so delicious. Beautiful brown sides here. I didn't brown every side, but I browned the top and the bottom. Smells so good. So nice and brown. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this guy to the side, and then now I'm going to turn the stove back on a medium high heat. And then there's already enough oil, so not gonna add more oil. And we're going to just simply cook our vegetables till they're nice and soft. So about 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. Smells so good. So we're just gonna cook this up, and then we will add our garlic, tomato paste, Worcestershire, flour, thyme, rosemary, pepper, salt, our beef stock, and our beer as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the skillet here. Show you guys. Beautiful sizzle. Yum. All the little chunks out of the bowl here. Stir it up and let it cook for about 5 minutes. So it's nice and soft. Okay, cover it with a lid. Turn this off. Yeah, just going to let that cook for a little bit, stirring it occasionally for about 5 minutes. Then once it's nice and soft, we can go ahead and add tomato paste and Worcestershire as well. 2 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and prep that right now. Prep some sauce. A little ramekin here. So, my tools for success. So I'm gonna just prep 2 tablespoons of this here. I like to do like a few splashes more, just because I love this stuff. So probably 2.5 teaspoon. Yeah, that's what I did. 2 tablespoons plus 1/2 teaspoon. Smells so good. So that, ooh, almost spilled that. Gonna go ahead and put this back in the fridge. Put this over here. Just like so. Okay, and what else? Show you guys the vegetables really quick. Smells delicious. Still not soft enough yet. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. So, big one. Big tablespoons. That is good. 2 tablespoons. Put this over here. Okay. And see how we're doing here. Almost there. Almost there. Just one last stir here. Paste. Oh yeah. Get the remaining paste here. Just gonna cook this up, let it fry. Still have this on like a medium heat. Gonna go ahead and add our garlic. Forgot about that. Let that garlic cook for about 30 seconds. Can't forget the garlic. It's like one of the best parts. So yeah, get that tomato paste as well. Cook that up for about 30 seconds. Oh yeah, that smells good. Okay, let's add our flour and our seasonings, rosemary, salt, pepper, thyme. Okay. Mix that up. And then our Worcestershire. Mix that up here before it completely evaporates. Ale, or in my case, my stout here, and my broth or stock. Give it a mix. And we need to add our beef back to the skillet. It smells good. Add our beef. Stir the beef within our liquids here. So yeah, we're just gonna let this simmer for about 1.5 hours. Looks delicious already. Yeah, we want this to get nice and thick. So that is good. Throw this stuff in the sink here. Just like so. put this back here. Okay. All right, guys, it is coming to a nice boil, as you can see. So I'm just going to cover it with our lid here. Turn it down to a really low heat. And we're gonna let it simmer for an hour and a half. Set a timer for an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Counting down.
Perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a few minutes. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, wipe this countertop off. And then I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and start on the pie crust. It's not gonna be hard. We're just going to add all the ingredients in our food processor, or you can do it by hand and you can just cut the butter with your hand, or if you have a fork, you can use a fork. But I'm just going to clean up a little bit here. Worcestershire sauce and some oil here. Clean it up really quick. Just like so. And then we're gonna let our pie crust sit in the fridge as well. We want it to get nice and hardened. So about 30 minutes in the fridge will do. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the butter. I'm gonna grab the butter and the really cold ice water out of the fridge really quick. Got the cubed butter and the super cold. I don't wanna drop the butter. As you can see, super cold cubed butter here, and then ice cold water as well. Gonna add this to the food processor. We don't want to add too much water and we don't want it to be too dry as well, so just keep an eye on it. We're gonna add the butter first, and we're just going to process it until we get a nice breadcrumby consistency. Then we'll add the water. So go ahead and add the cubed butter to our processor here. I already have some salt in here, half a teaspoon of salt. So yeah, that is good. Go ahead and place this lid on here. And then let's go ahead and process this guy. Good consistency there. Show you guys. Oof. It's like ooh, that smells good, buttery. So, really crumbly. Now we're just gonna add the water and process really quick. Gonna save a little bit. Put the lid back on here. Gonna go ahead and add the remaining water. That looks good. That looks so good. I have to show you guys. As you can see, that is a beautiful dough there. A few more swirls here. Yeah, we want it to be like little pea shapes. So we're good there. I'm gonna grab my little plastic wrap here. Plastic wrap. We're gonna form a dough ball. So it's always nice when you get the perfect dough. So yeah, have a beautiful pie crust. Take this lid off here. So buttery. Look at that. Beautiful pie crust here. Not too moist and not too dry. So go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to do. Okay, take this blade out carefully. On a clean surface, I'm just going to form a dough ball. Wow, yeah, that is really nice. As you can see, it's forming nicely. And it's soft, but not too moist. Not too moist. I'm gonna go ahead and just portion this guy out into 2 equal portions here. Try to make an even incision here. One for the top, one for the bottom of our pie. And then I'm going to go ahead and also just kind of shape a little ring, a circle, sorry. Circle here, a flat disc. Okay, and wrap this guy in some plastic wrap. Okay, from a nice little disc shape. Go ahead and slice this wrap here. Finish wrapping it up here. So, pie crust. So, I'm gonna go ahead and place these in the fridge and allow them to get hardened up again, so about 30 minutes. But we still have a good amount of time for our filling, so we're perfect on time. I'm gonna put this in the fridge really quick. On the top here. Look like it's nice and cold. Okay guys, now we're gonna go ahead and bake the bottom half of the pie crust. So I'm gonna grab one of the large discs out of the fridge really quick and we're gonna bake it. So I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius. So 425. Grab my rolling pin. Gonna need a pie dish as well, of course. Grab that somewhere. Here it is. Pie dish here. And then gonna grab my pie crust. Use this one. No, I'll use this one. This one will work. So I'm gonna go ahead and flatten this one out with my rolling pin. I have a little bit of flour here so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Go ahead and show you guys here. Okay. Oh, gotta also spray this, I believe. I think we're gonna spray it with some cooking oil, or you can coat it with some butter. Let me just see here. I guess we don't need to. Yeah, I guess we don't need to. Doesn't say. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll this out here. Buttery pastry. So go ahead and have just a few tablespoons here of flour. Go ahead and go like this and just kind of encourage it with my hand first, or my palm, the palm of my hand. Large circle about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, because we want it to slightly hang over the pie dish. Okay guys, let's see if this is a good enough circle for our pie dish. Should be. Should be. Don't need it to be perfect, just need it to be big enough to cover the dish here. Yeah, I don't care if it looks perfect, to be honest. Let's go ahead and place this beautiful dough. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. Let me go ahead and shape it out a little bit better. Not completely hanging over the edge, but that's fine. I do not care about that, to be honest, because we do have the other pie crust that's gonna cover the top here. So I'm just gonna smooth it out with my hand a little bit. Buttery and delicious. So yeah. Okay, so I have a little bit of it hanging over the edge, and then the rest of it's just covering the complete dish, which is great. That is great. That is beautiful. Beautiful pie crust here. Buttery and delicious. So now, but first, let's add some aluminum foil to our pie crust here. Okay. That is good. You guys can't see, sorry, but here's our aluminum foil. We just want this to weigh it down so the crust doesn't puff up, you know. So yeah. Gonna go ahead and place these beans in our dish. Here's our weighted pie crust here. And we're just going to bake this. Let me see how long. We're gonna bake it for 12 minutes. So yeah, bake it for 12 minutes. I'm gonna push the aluminum foil down just a tad. And then once this goes off, we'll bake it for 12 minutes. It's about to go off. Put this in the center rack, just like so. So I'm gonna keep an eye. Set another timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Counting down.
Perfect. It's been 12 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the pie crust out of the oven really quick. Really, really quick. Gonna oven mitt here. Okay, take this out. Very nice. So, beautiful pie crust here. Gonna let this cool off really quick. And then I will take the beans out as well. So yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the filling looks like. So as you can see, our filling is thickening up nicely. Look how delicious this looks, and it smells even better. So yeah, it smells so good. Okay guys, so our filling is pretty much done cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the timer here. And now I'm just going to create an egg wash for the top of our pie. So I have an egg here. Go ahead and add this guy to the ramekin. And we're gonna brush this all over the top of our pie once we fill it. And then also gonna go ahead and remove the beans. Remove our hot beans. And I'll show you guys our pie. Woo! You might have a mitt. Be careful with the hot dish. So here's our pie crust. Smells so good. It's nice and cooked, so we're safe to eat that part. I'm just going to go ahead and mix this with my fork, whisk it up here. This will give our pie a nice, beautiful gold hue color. That's good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab the remaining pie crust out of the fridge really quick. And then also a brush, pastry brush as well. So yeah, go ahead and we're gonna bake this for 25 minutes on 425. I believe 425. Let me double check because I wanna make sure we have the right temperature here. Yeah, it just says we're gonna bake it for 25 minutes. So that says to me we're gonna leave the temperature at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. So go ahead and remove this. And, oh, we need to go ahead and fill our pie. I'm gonna turn this off, the heat. I'm gonna turn the heat off. Look at that beautiful steak and ale pie. Smells so good. I went ahead and just placed the pie crust on the top of the pie here. Let me show you. And I just made a little incision. So I just, you know, gently placed it on the top and pressed it on the sides to mesh with the other pie crust. And then now I'm just going to simply add the egg wash here. Add our egg wash to the pie crust. All over the pie crust here. Give it a nice, beautiful color. Okay guys, so I went ahead and just brushed the egg wash all over the top. Gonna go ahead and place this in the oven for 25 minutes. So here's the top of our pie with the egg wash. Put this in the oven. 25 minutes. Just like so. Perfect. Set a timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Counting down.
Okay guys, so the pie is done cooking. I already took it out of the oven and it's been sitting for 10 minutes. So just let your pie cool for about 10 minutes. Show you guys what it looks like. Super cute. I'll show you guys here. Steak and ale pie. Smells so good. So here is the delicious steak and ale pie, British pie. Smells so good and the inside looks so delicious, right? With our golden crust. Yum. Look at that. Smells so good. So excited. Oof, yum. Get a beef chunk. Beef chunk. Hot. That beef is so delicious. Tender, juicy. Really tender. I thought it was gonna be a little bit tough, but that was a really tender piece. Yum, got some onion here, carrot, and then the pie crust. Pie crust is one of the best things ever. Flaky, buttery, and then those vegetables. Oh my word. So much flavor, especially from the fat from the beef. Definitely up my alley. I love stuff like this with like Worcestershire sauce and beefy flavors. And that crispy golden crust. Gotta get some of the crust with the beef chunk. Wow. Oh my word. So delicious. To drink, I got this local strawberry lemonade, Arizona lemonade stand. Strawberry lemonade, my favorite flavor of lemonade. They also had watermelon as well, but I do prefer strawberry lemonade. That's my favorite type of lemonade. So I've seen it at Fry's a lot and I've just never tried it, so figured I would try it. Made with real lemons and fruits. Shake well, so and I love the bottle. So cute. Locally owned. Gonna open this up here. Give me 1 second. Got it open, had to use a spoon to pop the air out. Release the air, I should say. So, strawberry lemonade, oh my word. So delicious. Cheers. So delicious. So refreshing, yeah. Tastes very fresh. So good, wow. That's delicious. I love strawberry lemonade. Yum. So good. I'm glad I tried this Arizona lemonade. I'll have to try the watermelon one because I love watermelon as well as strawberry, but yeah, strawberry lemonade's my favorite for sure. Whew. So delicious. Thick crust. Thick. Look at that. I'm watching Big Fat Liar with Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes. It's the scene where Marty Wolf is dancing by the pool. Before he turns blue. So funny. Such a good movie. I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid, like over and over and over again. Such a good movie. Yeah, such a good movie. Classic. Big Fat Liar. Yum. Oh. Gotta chew it well. Yeah, that beef is so tender. I'm really surprised. And that sauce is fantastic. That's such a funny part. Big chunk. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video, and thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys like this video. Excuse me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.